Television. I'm Sakshi Batra, and this is a special edition to decode the Reliance Industries Q3 earnings that have come about. Let me tell all the viewers the headlines and the key highlights from the earnings first, and then we will be joined by a special guest to decode the earnings for us. Consolidated profit this time around has risen 9% on a year-on-year basis to 17,265 crore rupees. Most of the street estimates were below this, so it has topped the street estimates on that account. Consolidated revenue from operations has grown about 3.6% on a year-on-year basis to 2.28 lakh crore rupees. However, this has come in lower than most of the estimates that have come about. Sequentially as well, if you see, the bottom line has declined by about 0.7% and the top line has slipped about 3% odd. When we talk about the operational performance, EBITDA has risen 17% year-on-year. And we've actually seen a year-on-year increase to 44,678 crore rupees as well. In the operational performance, there have been two key contributors. First is Jio's EBITDA that has grown about 11.5% year-on-year with a higher revenue and the increase in the margins. There's also been a 31% increase in Reliance Retail's EBITDA as well, led by record footfalls in the festive season. The EBITDA margin for Reliance Retail has improved by 50 basis points to 8.4%, reflecting the operating leverage and the continuous focus on the cost management initiatives as well. Now, so three key highlights that I can spot here from the prima facie numbers that we've got is there is a strong growth in Jio platforms. The revenue from the Jio platforms has grown about 11.3% year-on-year to 27,697 crore rupees. The profit has grown again by 11.6% to 5,445 crore rupees as well. EBITDA, like I told you, has already seen 11.5% increase on a year-on-year basis. Margins for Jio have seen just a mild growth of 10 basis points year-on-year to just 50.4%. Now, of course, apart from this, what we have seen is that the ARPU here has increased 2% year-on-year to about 181.7 with a better subscriber mix, partially offset by the unlimited data allowance on 5G network as well. The second key factor that we have come to know is, as far as Reliance Retail is concerned, grocery, fashion and lifestyle and consumer electronics, all three divisions have supported the Reliance Retail numbers this time around. Reliance Retail has delivered a gross revenue of 83,063 crore rupees for Q3 of FY24. This is a rise of 22.8% year-on-year, and all three divisions have supported it. Again, EBITDA for the segment has increased 31%, very strong operational performance over there coming in, and the EBITDA margins from operations on the net sales have risen 40 basis points this time around as well. The business company says has expanded its store network to 252 new store openings, taking the total store count by the end of the quarter to 18,774 stores as well. Now, there is a strong performance from Jio, strong performance from retail, but the kind of negative impact that we have seen is coming in from the O2C division as well. Reliance has said that the O2C segment revenue for Q3 has reduced by 2.4% year-on-year to 1,41,096 odd crore rupees, and this is primarily on account of the lower price realizations, which is led by a 5.3% year-on-year decline in the average Brent crude prices as well. However, over here, the EBITDA has marginally risen by 1% on a year-on-year basis as well. Let's now welcome on the show Mr. Kranti Batini now joins in. He's the head of research at WealthMills Securities. Good evening, Mr. Batini, and thank you so much for taking the time out for this discussion. Prima facie, I've read out most of the key highlights that have come in for Reliance Industries. You tell us, how have you read through the numbers so far? Is this as per your expectations of Reliance Industries, and what are the key highlights that you can tell our viewers?
Yes, actually, you brought it in a right way, and you presented all the data, all the business segments of Reliance Industries. But if we have to drill down the data, if we bifurcate the data of Reliance Industries, okay, the first we'll keep the consumer-centric business, and the other one is the OTC and the petrochemical business. The consumer-centric business, okay, the platforms like Jio and the retail, these segments have been firing very well. Okay, you can see a strong improvement in all the data sets of the numbers. We can call it as a overall performance is strong. Whereas coming to the important segment, that is the oil to chemical and also the petrochemical business, that's where the real struggle we can see on a quarter-on-quarter basis. The main reason, as you rightly mentioned, the one thing is GRMs have been under pressure because the crude oil prices have been volatile during the quarter. And also, we need to take the point into consideration that the refining margins have been impacted because of the planned maintenance and the shutdown of the some units. These are all as per the plan only. Every 5 6 years, Reliance Industries, the refineries have to get into some kind of maintenance. That's where the numbers have been impacted during the quarter. Overall, if you see the quarter on quarter, the numbers have slightly looks low and they are flattish. They slightly missed in terms of the revenue and EBITDA with respect to the analyst expectations are concerned. But overall, if we see the consumer business, they're quite strong. They're taking the advantage in the growth story of India in terms of the group is presented, and the media business also one of the becoming the key contributor. We can see some kind of flattish kind of revenue, but the profitability has been slightly increasing. So overall, to some of the Reliance Industries numbers, they just missed the earnings estimates on a quarter on quarter. But if you see the year on year numbers, okay, they have been strong. The EBITDA numbers have quite strong with the 16.7%. Overall, these are the decent set of numbers, but missed slightly the street estimates.
Okay. Let's also welcome Sonam Srivastava, founder of Right Research with us. Sonam, welcome to Business Today Television. We've already got the fine print of Reliance Retail's earnings so far. Again, steady and strong growth performance from the digital performance, that's Jio, as well as retail. We've also seen that the oil and gas business has considerably done well, but it's the O2C business that has seen some declines coming in. How are you reading through the numbers, and how will the stock shape up tomorrow, because we have a special trading session? We don't have to wait for two days in a row for Monday. I think Reliance Industries will be reacting tomorrow to the numbers.
Yes, in fact, I think we'll see the ADRs also react very quickly, right away. And I think, see, this earnings is definitely, a good one. After HDFC's earning, people have been a little bit scared of the earning season, and I think this is a big positive that's happened in the earning season. I think the numbers, like you said, right, from Reliance Retail have been very encouraging, primarily because of the festive season. The oil and gas business has also done good. They maintained their margins. They have sort of done well, so quite well on the year-on-year revenue and EBITDA growth numbers. So I definitely read this as a very positive thing, and I think we've seen a rally that's happened recently with the Reliance shares, and I would sort of expect that to continue after this particular earning numbers.
Okay. Mr. Patini, to you on the retail business particularly, there has been a consistent growth in this segment, and even this time around we've seen a very strong growth on the EBITDA front. We were already seeing, perhaps a 10-month high kind of a move as far as the EBITDA numbers are concerned. They're still strong as far as the retail numbers are concerned. How would you really read through the kind of impact that we have seen? Have we seen a drastic change in the consumer sentiment because the quarter where we saw the impact of both the wedding season as well as the festival demand as well? Do you think that has been a key reason to the contributor, and has it contributed enough to the expectation as well?
Definitely. The consumer business, the retail business has been quite strong for Reliance Industries, and also for the other competitors in the same segment also, they have been doing well in terms of the consumer retail business is concerned. Actually, the same can be visible for Reliance also. In the coming quarters, we can expect much more improved numbers for Reliance Industries as Reliance Retail is concerned. Stores expansion also in a strong way, and we can see some kind of a consolidation of those stores also during the quarter. The same kind of outperformance in the Reliance retail business is concerned, we can see. And coming to Reliance Jio Fiber business, Jio Infocom business is concerned. Okay, they have been focused last quarter, more focused on Jio Fiber. One of the other segment they have been focusing. that numbers are yet to deliver. Probably we can see the numbers improved, much improved numbers in the coming quarters. So overall, the consumer-centric business has been extremely good for Reliance Industries during the quarter.
Okay, Sonam, let me bring the digital question to you. As far as the Geo numbers are concerned, the ARPU has been, steady at 181.7 when we see sequentially, month on month. Over the last 5 months or so, there has been a steady growth. But of course, there is a bump up of 2% odd or so when we see year on year numbers. But sequentially, it's been absolutely steady on a plateau. Does that give us any concern of, there is an upside which is limited now as far as ARPU is concerned for the near term?
See, I think the commentary, especially on the digital business, has been quite strong. I think Reliance has sort of said that they have done the most accelerated sort of growth in the 5G segment. So I am a little bit positive about the outlook that has come up. I think in the coming quarter, the telecom as well as the retail side of it, the digital arm of it, would be the one that would be leading the growth for Reliance. So, while it might have plateaued for the short term, I think the long-term growth prospect is quite strong for this particular company. And yeah, and I think the price action is also showing that, while people were expecting mixed results, now the results in fact have been confident, and we could see an upside coming there, right?
Okay. Mr. Patini, let me just read out for all our viewers what the statement has been. Jio has completed in India the fastest rollout of true 5G services anywhere in the world. This is what Mr. Mukesh Ambani, the chairman and managing director of RIL, has said. He's also said that every city, town and village in the country is now equipped with high-speed digital connectivity, which will usher in a new era of unparalleled digital accessibility and technology-led growth. The strong uptake of Jio Bharat Phone and Jio Air Fiber services has resulted in continued expansion of Jio's subscriber base, contributing to the stellar growth numbers of the digital services business as well. This is the statement that's come in from Mr. Mukesh Ambani, chairman of Reliance Industries. Mr. Patini, as far as the subscriber additions are also concerned, with the kind of realizations that are growing, the subscriber additions that are happening, and the innovations on Jio Air Fiber, and of course the added on demand from the Jio phone as well, would you be comfortable to raise the earnings estimates based on the numbers that have come in for Jio on the basis of subscriber additions, particularly for the upcoming quarters?
Yes, actually, definitely. The segments what we discussed, the Jio Air Fiber, Jio Bharat Phone, and also the Jio Fiber. Okay, these segments are yet to deliver the results for Jio Infocom business is concerned, the telecom business is concerned. So the current base has been gradually growing up. Okay, just to get the extra alpha from this business, we need to wait for some more quarters for these segments to pick up from all the segments and from all the geographies of Pan India. Jio Fiber has been rolled out in the metros, and they went through the tier 1, tier 2 cities. That exercise is still on. We are yet to see the results from these segments over a period of time. Of course, the telecom business has been doing extremely good as they brought a change that data is the digital oxygen for the consumers. But the other segment, the newly launched segments like Jio Air Fiber, Jio Bharat Phone, these are the segments yet to improve, and they have to give the desired results, what we can expect in further the coming quarters.
Okay.